So hi guys, my name's Maria Deane and I'm with you for the next hour or so. We have the beautiful Stacey who's going to take your names down for those who want readings. So let Stacey know and then we'll begin. Just shuffle my cards while I'm waiting. We've lit some candles. Oh, look at the orbs. Thank you, Spirit. So Spirit are with us or waiting for you to join us so we can have some beautiful readings. Or are you all out enjoying the sunshine? Look at that. You see just behind me, this side of me, look. Spirit sending the orbs already. Thank you, Spirit. They are beautiful. I love that you come and join us. They're so lovely. So, shall we start? Shall I do a little general reading while we're waiting for people to come on? Waiting for people to ask for their readings. Thank you. I think that's a yes from Spirit. Okay, let's get a spray. So the spray that I've got, okay, connecting heart, mind, body and soul. That's what that one is. I have some sprays, some for me, some for the cards. Am I not seeing the comments? Is that what's happening? Aha. Hello, Megan. You may have a reading. Hello, Tilly. Hello, Donna. Lovely. So the beautiful Stacey will take down your names. Bev Wright. Hello. Carisha. Hello. So you would all love a reading. We better get started then, hadn't we? Really? Hello, Lauren. Okay, so let's begin. So which one first, Stacey? Stacey is sorting, the beautiful Stacey is sorting them out. So which one is it first? Stacey, can you let me know? I'm going to go into Messenger in case Stacey is not able to get on. And she can let me know. Wow. Okay. So I think we might have lost Stacey. Have we lost you, Stacey? Are you here? Oh. So I see a few of you have come on and you've asked for readings. I'm just waiting for Stacey. Ah, thank you, Stacey. Thank you. So, Carisha, is that, I don't know, Carisha. I hope that's correct. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Forgive me if I'm not, but you're first for a reading. So what I picked for you, Carisha, is Christ energy. So I spray you, spray me, spray the cards, and we're going to begin. So, okay, we've got the Prince of Light for you, Carisha. Let's see what that's about. Okay, there's some negative energy around. There's some negative energy around for you, Carisha. The paradox is, so a paradox is there's two sides to things, that it's two contradictory sides to a situation. So there's a negative situation in your life, Carisha, that, okay, that is causing you some complications, and it's to do with the Prince of Light. And here we have the Elven Knight. So the paradox of this situation is that they are your Elven Knight. We've got the boy here as well. But there's some big problems going on. They're oversensitive. The problem is that they're oversensitive, and they are taking on board everybody's feelings, but then they're not knowing how to handle it. So some things are coming up for them that they're an empath, and they're not able to contain the feelings and even know what they're about. And so there's some stuff going on for them that they need to unravel a little bit. There's some control. There's a control issue in this. And we've got jugglers. So you're juggling. They've got too many balls up in the air. And if you're doing this, Carisha, how can you let anything come in? You just can't, because you're too busy with the balls that you've already got. And what Spirit are saying is nothing new can come into your life. So when you're doing this, you're not allowing anything new to come into your life. So this situation, place, thing, person is definitely your Prince of Light, your Elven Knight. The thing is, anxiety all the time and feeling everything. Okay, so the thing is, you have to, because you're an empath, you have to protect yourself from getting all these feelings and all these emotions and not being able to control them. That's what's going on for you. You're also having really vivid dreams. What Spirit is saying, Carisha, have a little faith. Have a little faith. You're the speaker of truth. You have a truth to speak. And there's a positive outcome to it. So if you have a situation in your life that's really difficult and you haven't been saying what's going on for you, then what Spirit is saying is you need to speak your truth. You need to let the balls drop. You need to say what's going on for you. You need to speak your truth. And by doing that, you will be able to let something new come in. Because if you do what you always did, you get what you always got, and you have to do something differently. So this is what this is about. It's about you allowing Spirit to come in and to help you solve whatever problem it is, a situation, a place, a person, whatever it is. Asking Spirit to come in. They're saying if you speak your truth, speak from the heart. Speak from the heart. Speak what's going on for you and be brave, and that will help that situation. I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for working with me. I'm going on to see who's next. Megan Lee. Megan Lee King, you're next. Thank you, Stacey. So Megan, for you, Ascended Master Lord Maitreya. So that's like Christ energy. Quite a high Ascended Master. Quite a high energy. So okay. So Megan, can't see you up there yet, Megan, but I know that you want to read in because Tracy has Stacey has let me know. There you are. Hello, Megan. So for you, Megan, we had Lord Maitreya. So we had Lord Maitreya. If I can find it again. Actually, let me pick another one for you. And we've got Christ energy. It's quite similar to Christ energy. So let's have that one as well. We'll see where we're going with it. So Megan, you have a gift. Spirit are saying that you have a gift. But there's been some grief or depression around you lately. And there's somebody around you or some situation that you need to cut ties with. You need to cut ties that no longer serve you. We've got joy for your future. And we've got the lady of the song. And what this tells me, Megan, is that you are creating, you're playing a story over and over again. And what Spirit are saying is it's time to change that story. So we all have stories and we all live our stories until we change our stories, and then we can live a different story. And that's what Spirit are giving for you, because the story that you're living now is making you feel low, and it's making you feel depressed. You have got a gift, but it's kind of pulling that away from you. There is hope for you, you'll be pleased to know. So there is hope, and you have a question. So whatever your question is, Spirit will answer that for you now. And so, okay, you're a messenger. So as Spirit are saying,
I'll just pass me the remote then. Hi everybody, I'm sorry we've just lost Maria for a little while. Hopefully she'll be back soon. Hope everyone's doing okay and having a good week. Enjoying the sunshine, and here she is. So I'll hand you back. Just apologies again and thank you for your patience. Just add her back.
I don't know what went on then.
There she is.
Hi guys, it just went off. I don't know what happened, but it just went off right in the middle of Megan's reading. So we'll just carry on with it. I apologize for that. It wasn't anything this end. It must be some technical problem. Okay, so you are a messenger. If your question was, what is your gift about? Why are you here? Megan, you're a messenger. We've got This Is Me, Tink, hands on hips. This is my card for I need to tell you off about something. So I'm not sure what it is. You have grown. You're the fairy of growth. You have grown, Megan. It's the story, is the career. Okay. And so if the story's in the career, then that's what needs to change. That's what needs to change. You need to change your story. What I mean by changing your story is if you keep repeating the same thing over and over again, and you might change, the characters might change in the story, but you end up in the same place with the same feelings over and over again. And when we do that, then it's a reliving of that story. But then we grow. And I feel like, Megan, you have grown a lot. And it's now time for you to change that story. There's the hidden one. The hidden one is about the subconscious stuff, the stuff that we're not aware of. You're strong, you're solid. You've been through a lot in your life, and you've come out the other side of it. And what Spirit are saying is it's now time for you to look at some of your shadow work. We all have shadow work to do, and do some healing on that so that you can move forward, whether it's your relationships, career, situation, family, whatever it is, it needs you to look at the shadow side of it, shine a light on it, heal from it, and move forward. It's something to do with addictions. We've got the Lord of the Forest, so it's something to do with addictions. I'm going to leave that with you, Megan. Thank you for working with me. So that's the answer to your question. Whatever your question was, Megan, only you know what it was. And that is the answer to your question. So you need to change the story. So we've got Tilly next. So let's find a spray for Tilly. We've got Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin for you, Tilly. Kuan Yin for me and Kuan Yin for the cards. Okay, we had some orbs before I got on and before we came on live, and we don't seem to have any now. That's good. I'm glad it answers perfectly, Megan. Good. So, for Tilly's highest good, if you give us some, maybe the energy of the orbs was too much. Maybe that's why we went off. I don't know. So Spirit did bring us orbs, and now they've stopped. So this one's for Tilly. Okay, Tilly, you've had some challenges. You've had a whole lot of challenges. Okay. Let's see what Spirit have to say about that. Okay. And it's made you unwell. You've had a lot going on. You've been juggling for quite a while now. You've had so many balls up in the air. You've been juggling for quite a while now. You have dreams. But have a little faith. Are you giving up on your dreams? You need to have a little faith, Tilly. And you need to speak your truth. Like always, Spirit, give me a theme. You need to speak your truth. There's some stuff that you need to share that you're not sharing. You need to speak up, Tilly. You need to speak your truth. It will have a positive outcome. There will be a positive outcome if you speak your truth. We've got some PTSD, some trauma. There's some trauma that's been around, whether it's with you or with somebody around you. There's somebody has PTSD, whether that's you or somebody around you. That needs to be looked at now. There's been some triggering with that, and there needs to be some healing with it. But there's a bright spark. There's a bright spark in that. The temptation is like, oh no, here we go again. Okay, you need to not give up, Tilly. You really need to not give up. It's, oh no, here we go again. But the shadow stuff only comes up when we're ready to raise our vibration. And it's a blessing to us. And I know it doesn't feel like it because we get triggered. When we have PTSD, we get triggered and our stuff comes back up again. But then when we work through it, we're able to raise our vibration. And there's a reason that it's coming up for you. The reason it's coming up for you now is because you're in a safe space. And now is the time for you to work through it so you can raise your vibration. And so then your Prince of Light can come in. So whether that's a relationship, or whether it's just you being your own Prince of Light, that's what will happen. You have to work through this so that you can change the story, so that you can move forward. There's a negative energy around you at the moment, and the negative energy needs to be, you know what happens when you have a shadow and you shine a light on it, you put a light on it, what happens? The shadow disappears. And that's the same with PTSD. Once we start to look at it, allow it to come up safely, and have somebody to help us deal with it. And that happens, then you put a light on it, and then you heal it. And then you don't get triggered as often. Or even if you do get triggered, you know what triggers you and you know what it's about, and you're able to work through it. You get the tools to help you work through it instead of being triggered. So that's what Spirit are saying for you, Tilly. So to help you work through that, so that you can raise your vibration, because you have got a lovely energy and Spirit want to work with you, and you've done a lot of work already. It's just another layer of the onion that needs to come off. And if you find, you know, the Spirit will guide you to the right people who will help you with this. You know, self cannot fix self. And I believe that you can, but I believe that you can be guided. If you ask Spirit, you can be guided to the right person, the right people who are able to help you, not to fix you, but to help you to manage your PTSD and how to work through stuff and light the shadow so that you can heal it and raise your vibration. I always say, the lightest fairies come from the darkest places. And Tilly, that's what it is. And so we need to shine our light, and we need to move forward in that. I hope that was okay for you. Thank you for working with me. Who have we got next? Donna Ray. So hello, Donna. Just giving the cards a little shuffle. I'm going to have a little drink while we're waiting for Donna to appear. And for Donna, I have picked for you Divine Presence. That's your spray. So beautiful Divine Presence. How lovely is that? Hello, Donna. Oh, it smells, that is Divine Presence. I love it. That has to be my favorite, I think. That and the Christ energy. Okay. So just shuffling the cards, Donna. We got Divine Presence for you. And let's begin. Okay. So Donna, we've got the Crone for you. And I know that looks like a horrible card, but it isn't. What it really means is there's some situation, person, place in your life that's a little bit controlling. And that you need to cut ties with that person, place, situation, because it's controlling. It's exhausting you. Look, it looks like magic mushrooms, doesn't it? But it isn't, I promise you. It's exhaustion. It means you're exhausted. It's exhausting you. This is the thief that's blocking you from moving forward. You need to change that story as well. But not only with this one, this is the song. It's not just about changing the story. It's about writing. It's about writing a book or writing your story down, getting that story out of you and writing it down and having a look at it. It's a shadow of the past. And maybe it's come round that you need to write about some stuff about it now. We've got the child, which tells me it's inner child work. And it's time for you now to maybe do some work on your inner child and realize that she's still struggling. So we've all got little girls and boys inside of us, and maybe your inner child is still struggling and the adult in you is trying to survive and keep going. But the inner child wants to see that orb go up. That's the first orb we've had now. Well, since I came back on. So the orb has come up. So maybe, Donna, it's time for you now to think about doing some, if you've done inner child work, there's maybe some more inner child work for you to do so that you can reassure her that she's loved and help her to feel safe, because somewhere in that she doesn't feel safe. And it could be your 6-year-old, it could be your 4-year-old, it could be your teenager. It could be, we all have different parts of us when we've gone through something, and when we're ready and we've done enough work, then it comes up. It's the shadow of the past, isn't it? It comes up for us to deal with. So we've got somebody in your life, prick up your ears. This is about when words and actions don't match up. So somebody in your life whose words and actions don't match up. What Spirit are saying is, look at the action. Love is an action. You know, sometimes when some of us grow up in and have, you did see it, lovely. Thanks, Donna. So sometimes when we grow up in a very unpredictable household, and I'm not saying this is for you, Donna, I'm just sharing that, where there's maybe alcoholism or drugs or abuse situations, when we grow up in that, we learn and we get a gift. We actually get a gift from that. And the gift that we get is the gift of empathy. And it's the gift of knowing, having a knowing, and being able to tell things without people telling us, if that makes sense. Being able to predict, because it's unpredictable. We learn how to predict people's behavior and how they are with us. But what we really want is to hear the words. And if we didn't hear them words, the words that they were proud of you, or they loved you, and that you felt valued and you felt wanted and you felt loved. And if you didn't hear them words, then we look for them words within our relationships and within other people. And sometimes when we get the words and that then the actions don't match the words, it leaves us feeling very confused and a little bit like we're going mad. And that's what Prick Up Your Ears is about. It's about feeling like there's something not right here, but the words say something differently, and the desperate need to hear them words make us not look at the action. So what Spirit are saying is, Donna, we need to look at the action. Action is where love is. So the Queen of Shadows, there's some stuff coming up for you. It's a shadow of the past, and it's time now for you to deal with it. And the time is now, because you're in a safe space, and you're now able to face some things that maybe you weren't able to face before. Queen of the day, be the queen in your own life. Straighten your crown. We teach people how to be with us. Teach people how to be with you, Donna. Teach people that you're worth everything. And I'm going to leave it there with you. Thank you for working with me. Bev Wright, we have you next. I'm glad you saw that orb. That orb came when we talked about the inner child stuff. So maybe, Donna, that's the what Spirit want you to know. So we have Bev. Just shuffle the cards while I'm waiting for Bev. Don't seem to have as many orbs today, guys, do we? Last time we had absolutely loads. We did have a few to begin with. So Bev Wright. Okay, I'm going to choose a spray. And for you, Bev, we've got Archangel Sandalphon. So here we go, me and you and the cards. Let's have a second go. Archangel Sandalphon is about grounding. Hello, Bev. So it's about grounding. So have you felt ungrounded lately? Has there been something happening with you that has ungrounded you? Or are you living too much up here? Let's have a little look. Okay, Bev. Okay. Oh, okay. So you've been exhausted, Bev. We've got the magic mushrooms again. So you've been, and I don't mean you've been on magic mushrooms, that's just what I call them. But what this actually means is exhaustion. So you've been exhausted. And that is the thief that's blocking you from moving forward. Same ones, you've got a story. We've got the song, which is, but you've got a story to tell, Bev. There is a story of the shadow of the past that you need to tell. It's to do with your inner child. And it's the same as the last reading we did. Somebody in your life who says one thing and does another, where the words and actions don't match up. It's a queen of shadows, a shadow of the past. Okay, yours is a little bit different. We've got the boy now. Now, whether this is somebody, okay, how can I put this? This can be something that has come down through the generations, and now it's affecting your family. Is the temptation is, okay, they're not sleeping at night time. Not sleeping at night time. You've been working on the past. Okay. So we've got Peter Pan here. Okay. So there's some inner child work for you to do. Look, and we've got the elven knight. So it's all about, we've got the boy, then we've got the temptation, then we've got the Queen of Owls, which is about you not sleeping. And then we've got the Pan, which is about the Peter Pan. He's a boy who never grew up, isn't he? So it's about dealing with some of them stuff. And then we've got the elven knight. And then we've got joy for your future. So Bev, what this says to me, you've not been sleeping. Bev, what this says to me is that you have a little bit more work to do. You have been working on the past, but you've got a little bit more work to do. And as you move through that work is about inner child work. It's about healing that child within and then being able to move forward and have joy for your future. So well done for starting your work. That's really good. And I guess it's a little bit like a hornet's nest, isn't it? Look at the orb came up as well. A little bit like an hornet's nest, isn't it? Once you start poking around, all sorts of things start to come out. And so I think, Bev, this is the beginning of it for you. And I think you're going to find that you have some issues that you need to work through and deal with so that you can raise your vibration and so that you can work with spirit. And that's what I feel is happening for you. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for working with me. So thank you, Bev. Who have we got next? Do you see that orb, Bev? They're very small. I think his spirit worried that it's going to go off again. Lauren. Hello, Lauren. So for Lauren's highest good. Oh, look at them beautiful roses. Thank you, Lauren. Are they roses or are they tulips? I think they're tulips, aren't they? Tulips from Amsterdam. How lovely. So I'm just giving them a good shuffle. And I'm going to choose you a spray. And for you, Lauren, we have Ascended Master Lord Maitreya. So Lord Maitreya is like a Christ energy. That's the easiest way of explaining it. It's like Christ energy. So for Lauren's highest good, if you give her something to look at, please give her the solution. I'm a solution-based lady. Okay, so Lauren. Are you exhausted? You saw me shuffle them, guys. But we've got exhaustion again. So Spirit often with me give me a theme. Okay, so we've got exhaustion. We've got the thief, Lauren. So what is the thief that's blocking you from moving forward? And then we've got the song, your story. Your story is blocking you from moving forward. And it's a shadow of the past also. But I feel like we've got inner child work. Lauren, for you as well, we've got inner child work, but it's a little bit different. I feel like you need some training. We've got the Smith, which is about training. You need to help train your inner child, like she's coming out sideways. So what happens is if we are not listening to our inner children, they come out sideways and they get louder and louder and louder. And sometimes it causes us to have some chaos in our life until we kind of stop and we listen and we think, okay, now I need to deal with that. So, but you need some training in it, Lauren, is what Spirit is saying. You are strong. We've got the rocks. You're strong. You've handled a lot of things in your life, Lauren. It's not that this is not the first time. You've handled a lot of. You don't know how to work on inner child. Okay, inner child work cannot, well, I don't believe it can be done on your own. I feel like that you need somebody to guide you with that. If you have a look on my website, Lauren, you will see that I do inner child work and you will see what it's about and have a little look on it and see. I feel like you need somebody outside of yourself to help you. You've got some PTSD. You have some PTSD. Some trauma that has to go through. You have to go through. And that's not something that you can do on your own. It's something that you need help with. But you're a bright spark. We've got the Queen of the Golden Bow. So this is a bit different for you, Lauren. So the Queen of the Golden Bow is about going into the new energy. So we're coming into a new golden energy. So we're coming into a new golden energy. And like our world, it can't get any worse, really, can it? So things get worse before they get better, and they're at the worst they can be at the moment. And what's happening is then we are going to move forward into a new golden energy where things are going to change for us in our world. And we're coming from humanity. We're going to start living from our souls rather than living from our heads or our egos. And as this new golden energy comes in, Lauren, what spirits say is you're one of these people to help bring in that new energy. There's a certain amount of people who actually have come here on earth at this moment in time just to bring in that energy, to help launch that energy and help with that healing. And Lauren, you're part of that. And that's what the Golden Bow means. That's what it means. You're part of that healing and you're part of bringing that new energy in. But first, we have to heal ourselves so that we're strong enough to do what we've come here to do. And that's what it's about. It's about doing this healing now, Lauren. Spirit are bringing it up for you to do that healing now so that you can help go into ascension and the new golden energy. My voice is going again. So I'm sorry about that. It gets a bit croaky sometimes. So I'm going to pick one more card for you, Lauren. Feel guided to just pick one more card for you before we move on. Change, shapeshifter. Change is happening in your life, Lauren. And it's change for the better. And it may not feel like that, but it is change for the better. You've always wondered why you are here. Good. And this is why you are here. So change is happening in our world and in you. And so do the work that will help you move forward to do what you've come here to do. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for working with me, Lauren. So who have we got next, Stacey? Just bear with me while I get a drink of water. We've got Carrie. Carrie Schmurray, is it? Carrie Schmurray, I think. So Carrie. So let me do the cards. So for Carrie's highest good, let's pick a spray for Carrie while she's joining us. And Carrie, you've got Archangel Sandalphon as well. Not much of him left. Archangel, obviously I've needed grounding a lot myself. There's not much left in the bottle. I have to make some more. So Archangel Sandalphon is for grounding. I sprayed all the glass now. Okay. So we got Carrie here. So for Carrie's highest good, you give her something to look at. Please give her the solution. Shuffling the cards. Shuffling them again. Funny, isn't it? Because even when I shuffle the cards really, really well, then similar cards come out. Because sometimes Spirit work with me with a theme. Okay. So, Lady of the Forest. So Carrie, when I look at this, Lady of the Forest. Okay. We're like, oh no. You see what that, okay. You've returned to a point, Carrie, that you've come to before. You've been at this space before. You're returning to that. And that's what the oh no is about, because you've been here before and you know what it's about and you know what you have to do. There is hope. There definitely is hope for you. You're returning to the same point over and over again. It's another one about changing the story, isn't it? And here I am telling you off. So here I am, hands on hips, telling you off. What am I telling you off for, Carrie? Why am I telling you off? Okay, because you need to shine your light. We've got the Star Fairy. Because you need to shine your light and you're not shining your light. You're not being all that you can be. You're not shining your light. We've got something to do with ADHD. So whether this is you or somebody in your life who you thought might be ADHD, this is confirmation. This is confirmation, Carrie, that either you or somebody around you has got ADHD. We need to change that story. We've got the Lady of the Sun. We need to change that story. So if you've got ADHD, you cannot change that story. That's not what I mean. But you need to change the point that you've come to again and do something about it. The point that you keep returning to. That's what you need to change. I hope that makes sense for you. I'm going to pick another card. Because I can't see you, Carrie. But Spirit is saying you're a bright spark. You're a bright spark. And we've got Queen of the Night. So you've been woke up between 3 and 5. Because Spirit are trying desperately hard to nudge you, to show you that you're repeating something over and over again. And it's time for you to look at it now so that you can change that. I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for working with me. Who've we got next, Stacey? Justin Dobson. So hello, Justin. Let me just have a little drink. We shuffle the cards. Hello, Justin. How are you today? I'm going to pick you a spray in a minute. Just want to give these a good shuffle first. I think we have some little orbs there. We haven't had as many as we had last time, but we have had a few. Okay. And what I have for you, Lord Maitreya. That one seems to have come around a lot this time. Lord Maitreya, which is like Christ energy. That's the easiest way of explaining who Lord Maitreya is. Okay, so Justin. For Justin's highest good, you give him something to look at. Please give him the solution. Okay. Have a little faith, Justin. Lady of Faith we've got. These are very feminine cards, so I apologize for that. But it means have a little faith. There's something happening that you've lost faith in. Now, whether that's in spirit or whether that's in yourself, you've had some challenges. You've had a lot of challenges, and that's why you've lost faith a little bit. You have a gift, Justin. You have a gift. But you seem to have lost faith in yourself. The Prince of Shadows has reared its head again. So when the Prince of Shadow comes in, it's just another layer of the onion, another one that has to come off so that you can raise your vibration and you can be all that you've come here to be. It's caused some mental health issues. And we've got the Pan as well. So the Peter Pan, which is the inner child work. So there's some inner child work for you to do as well, Justin. We've got the Fairy of Naughtiness. Now, I don't think this is you, Justin. I don't think you're naughty. But I think somebody around you has been naughty. And there's some leaving that's happened with that. There's some leaving that's happened with that. And I think you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not going to go into details about it. But I am going to bring you the solution. Queen of Owls. This is about not sleeping at night time. Okay, there's some PTSD. You've been triggered. There's some PTSD that's come up for you again, for you to work through, for you to raise your vibration. You, Justin, are a messenger. You're a messenger. So you've come to this world and you have a message to bring to this world. And only you can deliver this message. It's your message, and only you can deliver this message. The paradox is, so a paradox, remember, it's like two sides, two contradictory things. You can have good and bad at the same time. You can have something bad that has happened to you, and you can change it into something good. You can have something dark that has happened to you, and you can change it into light. You can't have light without dark. We've got the green woman here, which is something to do with somebody or something in your life who has caused you over and over again to get to this point. And you need to change that story. We've got the Lady of the Song. You need to change that story. Shapeshifter is about change. And then there's joy for your future. So what Spirit are saying, Justin, is that you need to do this work so that you can heal this stuff. And so that in the future, then you will change that story. Okay, so who have we got next, Stacey? Caroline Breen. Okay, so Caroline. Just shuffling the cards. So for Caroline's highest good, you give her something to look at. Please give her the solution. Okay. And here we have nurturing your inner child. Hello, Caroline. Got nurturing your inner child. So it's all about inner children today. It's all about inner children, even yours, Caroline. Your spray is nurturing your inner child. So we'll see where we go with this. And I hear a child crying outside. How funny is that? But it's not in here, it's outside. Okay, Elven Knight. Oh, something's been going on for quite a while, Caroline, with your Elven Knight. Now, for me, Elven Knight, it could mean a partner, but for me, it means my son or my child. And there's been a lot going on. And I feel now, Caroline, there's been a lot going on around there, around an issue with you. And it's been going on for a long time. And we've got grief, the Lady of Sorrow with you. And then we've got the autistic card. So somebody on the autistic spectrum, if you suspected they're on the autistic spectrum, or it's something that you've always thought about, Spirit are confirming that they are on the autistic spectrum. And so that's why they're having the issues that they're having, the sensitivity, the unable to cope with the world as it is. That's what's happening. So we've got the Maiden. You have an autistic son. Okay, so that's correct in that, isn't it? So this explains why they're struggling. But Caroline, you're struggling too. It's really hard as a mother of an autistic child, or young man or young woman, to stand back and not feel the pain that they're going through. And very hard it's very hard to deal with, because there's not that much support out there. What Spirit are saying is that maybe, Caroline, it's time for you to start looking at what you can do to help you. We've got the Lady of Leprechauns, which is about doing what you love doing. What do you love doing? What is your passion? What do you love doing? What makes you want to get up in the morning and do things? We've got Queen of the Day. Step into your life and be the queen in your own life. You know, you have grown. We've got the Fairy of Growth. You have grown so much, Caroline, and you've been a blessing, and especially to your son, you've been a blessing. But sometimes there comes a time when you've got to look after yourself. And I'm feeling like this is the time where it's time for you to shine. You can still be there for your son, but you need to allow yourself to be able to do what you need to do. You know, you're a blessing and you are a blessing, but you have your dreams. And it's about making your dreams come true. We've got the song, which is about writing a book. It's about writing your story. It's about telling your story. So, Caroline, I know that you've been through a lot, and I know you come out the other side of it. Just bear with me for a minute, because I'm feeling like it's now time, your time. And I'm not saying that lightly. I know how difficult it is when you have an autistic child, because you have to take care of them. You have to do that. The world doesn't really do it for you. You've been stuck in a rut for a while, so you understand this. So now it's time, Caroline. Good. So now it's time, Caroline, for you to start finding out what you want to do. What do you want from your life? And that spirit is saying to move you forward in that. Shadow of the past has been there for you, but things, you keep returning to this point. So what spirit is saying is there's hope. There's hope for you. You need to do what you love doing. Yeah. The temptation is, okay, you got a question. So the temptation of all of that is about your home. So the question is, the Queen of Hearth and Home, the question is about your home. And the answer is joy for your future. So whatever question you have about your home, Caroline, if you're asking about it, whether that's, I don't know, whatever it is, what Spirit is saying is there will be joy for your future. So whatever that question is, it means joy for your future. I hope that makes sense to you. Thank you for working with me. Oh, look what I've done. I've just shuffled them, Caroline. And I've got Queen of Hearth and Home and joy for your future. So if you're definitely thinking of selling up or moving home or something like that, then Spirit are saying they're giving you the go ahead. Yeah, that it will be good for your future. I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you for working with me. I think now we have come, Caroline Breen, we have come to the end, and we've got Caroline May Sambrooks. So I'll just do that one quickly and then we'll come to the end of it because it is 5 now. So you've got Kuan Yin. This is another Caroline. This is another Caroline, Caroline May. You've been considering moving. Well, Caroline, Spirit are saying yes. Joy for your future. That's what they're saying. So I would, if I was you, I would listen to that. So we're doing Caroline. Just do a quick one for this other Caroline. Okay. This is the other Caroline. Somebody in your life who says one thing and does another. Actions and words are not matching up. There's a hidden one, a subconscious one. There's something that we don't know about. We've got the big behind, but this is not our bottoms. Okay. So this is quite clear one. Somebody in your life who says one thing and does another. Actions and words don't match up. We've got the hidden one, which usually means that it's subconscious or you don't know it. You can't see what's going on. The big behind means that it's a pattern. It's patterns. It's not a whole load of therapy, but it's patterns that need to be looked at. If you do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. You have to do something different, Caroline, and you will have a positive result. You have to do something different and you will have a positive result. Something about control in this. So something about maybe feeling out of control, or somebody in your life that's quite controlling with you. And it's about you shining your light. We've got the Star Fairy. It's about you shining your light so that you can move forward in it. That is the thief that's blocking you from moving forward. So this is the thief that's blocking you from moving forward. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay, it's about addictions. So somebody around you has got addictions, or you've been through with somebody or around people who have addictions. And that needs to be looked at now and healed. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you guys. Thank you for being there. And I will see you all in a fortnight's time.